Well, as you can see, or probably hear, he's very annoyed with snatches. Now, the positive, and this is something that doesn't show up in video, a lot of times I take a lot of time to set up for a lift, and I don't stay with the consistent timing and rhythm, and that's a lot of just mental strength. And one thing that I think is important to do for a competition is to make sure your timing is correct. Obviously, during the lift, but prior, so you're not waiting too long, so you're not worried about the clock or anything like that. And so with snatches, even though I struggled at 120, all of the reps, even the misses, I had the same pattern building up. So grab the bar, 1, 2, I'm counting my hands, then I count to 4, and then that's like my last, all right, we're all the way set up, and then I count up to 3, and then I go after that 3. So I did that all the way up. Probably the only rep was that last clean and jerk where I didn't do it perfect, but it is what it is. Clean and jerks are always easier in competition, but clean and jerks went really well. I took a big jump from 110 to 140, and 140 felt good, 150 felt good. The speed just wasn't as much as I would like on either one of the lifts, but the big positives is that, like I said, the mental routine before the lift was consistent the whole time, which is a huge positive. Obviously, I was, lifting my singlet and hook grip and all of that, so that's another positive. I don't have any misses till 120, so all the way through 115, and all those reps felt really good. So every single rep felt really nice until obviously the misses, but we can build upon that. And to annoyingly miss 124 times, but then still clean and jerk well, is also a good sign. So I took 15 minutes. That's another thing that I do that, I don't know if I'd recommend it, but it's something I like to do. And actually, it's 8:14 now, so I write when I start and when I end for the sessions when I'm doing these heavy days towards competition, so I know the total amount of time I would need to warm up. So for instance, for snatches, I started at 7:15 and ended at 7:34, so that was including all of the misses. So I mean, that's essentially 20 minutes. And then for clean and jerks, I started at 7:59 and got to 150 at 8:14, so 15 minutes. So quicker, a little bit quicker for clean and jerks, but take bigger jumps. And most likely in a competition, I would take another jump, maybe go to like 130, 150, and then have my last warm up be like 152 or 3. But for training purposes, that's fine, because I would most likely have more time between. As I finished snatches at 7:34 and started clean jerks at 7:59, so took 25 minutes between. So I mean, that's honestly pretty close to what you'd get at a competition. It's always more time than I like, so I like to just go into the next lift, especially because you're already kind of warm from snatches. But we're still, this is 6 weeks out. August 15th or 16th is the competition date, so I think we're in a good spot. Body feels good. I'm hammering the mobility work, and sessions like this just give me that motivation for the next week to continue to train harder. But really happy that the clean and jerks went well. That's always the biggest question mark. Obviously, snatches are inconsistent, but if the strength's there, then I know, like, as the fatigue is depreciated, or as the fatigue goes down, then I'll start to do well. But last thing I'm going to do today is just some front squats, at least up to 170, and that should be it. I've considered doing back squats, but I think just doing front squats will be good, just to get 2 front squat sessions and then have the back squat session be earlier in the week. But happy with the session. Obviously 6 weeks out, I want that 120 to be very consistent and to be able to make it every week. So that just needs to be the case, because that would be my last warm-up. Same with like 150. I might manipulate the top weight that I do, whether it's just do 150 and then go up to 157 as my opener. But around that 150 is my opener for or my last warm-up for clean and jerks, and then 120 for snatches, and then open at like 123 in the snatch, go to 127, then 130. But gotta make 120 before we can do that. And thankfully, like, it didn't feel super like fast or explosive, but like I felt like I could do that's why I kept trying. I felt like I could do it if I just extended a little bit better, but it just wasn't there. But it just gives me that motivation, like I said. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So last little bit of video would just be some front squats, and then we'll be off. But I'm going to be also streaming some NCAA and some backyard baseball. I bought those games, so not the Smite. I know most people don't really care about that game, and at this point I probably don't really either. And then that baseball game, which is mostly just for the other channel that I have, where it's all focused on that. But NCAA, I think more people could like, and backyard baseball, and it doesn't really matter to me because I'm just going to play them anyway, so might as well stream them. But talk to you all the next one. Peace. And one other thing, the reason I didn't go to the actual gym today is that traffic was just really bad. I got some snacks, a burger, because I had like a free one from McDonald's, and I got a burger from Burger King for the same reason. I had a free one, but that's just, I couldn't get back on the road, so I was just like, I'm just not gonna drive for 50 minutes just to go to the gym. So I was actually on the road to go to the gym, but the traffic just to get onto the highway was, for some reason, on a Saturday in the evening, was really bad, which, it's not rush hour because it's weekend, but normally I would obviously go to the actual gym to have that added extra pressure and just a cleaner environment. But until next time, peace.